Hi, beautiful. It's Miriam Castilla here, and welcome to the Manifesting Playground for Soulful Women in Business, where we practice the art and science of effectology, which is all about marrying the magical with the practical so you can have more money, more time, the easy way without all the extra hustle. Right. Today we're going to talk about what's going on when you find yourself spending way too much money on your business, but can't seem to bring yourself to spend any money on you. You feel guilty. You just won't do it. You avoid it. But meanwhile, on your business, you're actually overspending. Too many courses, too many different marketing materials, money just flowing out and leaking in all sorts of ways. What is going on there? All right, so I'm going to sort of toggle backwards and forwards, but they're actually part of the same thing. So you not being willing to spend money on yourself comes from usually feeling too guilty or not worthy or deserving, right? Which is not a very nice thing. And that comes down to some limiting beliefs and underlying old programs that are keeping you in a place where you think, okay, I need to make this business really work. And until it does, I just don't deserve to have anything good. But meanwhile, you're blowing all this unnecessary money on the business that you could have gone, had a massage, a facial with, or bought yourself a nice new pair of shoes, because it's wasted anyway. And at least you would have had something useful out of it. But you're not. You're just blowing it on thing after thing after thing. And then have that buyer's remorse where you think, I didn't really need that. And it hasn't actually made the difference. So what you're trying to do there is you're trying to compensate for those limiting beliefs, those blocks, those old stories by throwing money at your business, hoping that it will pick up and prove those old stories wrong, prove that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are good enough, you do have what it takes. So it's this constant seesaw of, no, you're not good enough, but let's give it a go and let something outside of me prove it to me because I actually don't believe it. And so that's what happens when these unconscious patterns are playing out. Now, what all of that actually creates is a terrible lack of alignment. And so then what's happening is you're totally incongruent and you're spending money on your business. And even though maybe some of those things are good ideas, they still don't really stick and work. Somehow it just goes wrong, or somehow it still just doesn't kind of have the benefit you wanted it to have. And that's because it's all motivated by this underlying unconscious old story and limiting beliefs that are just saying, never going to happen, not good enough, wasn't meant to be anyway. So that creates a terrible lack of alignment, which means that nothing's going to work properly. You're not going to be able to get into that magical flow with what you desire and have all the pieces of the puzzle fall into place for you. So you need to really start going there, going to the unconscious level and start unraveling some of those things. Now, I'm a huge fan of hypnosis because I'm a hypnotherapist, but also because I know it works and it's simple and easy and extremely powerful and quick, mind you, because I'm all about quick and easy. So I have a whole library of hypnotic meditations that help you get inside, get back in alignment, get guidance from your unconscious. Anything you need pretty much is in there, and it's totally free. So if you don't have access to that yet, click on the link in the description or the show notes, depending on where you're watching or listening, and help yourself to free member access to that whole library. There's 52 hypnotic meditations, one for each week of the year, and you can work your way through, or you can just pick and choose whatever you like. The whole thing is yours the minute that you join the library. And like I said, totally free. So go grab yourself that. And until next time, keep on embracing your beautiful, unlimited potential. Bye for now.